Hey, guys, happy Thursday, which I've said this multiple times at this point, is happy Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Day. Wednesdays and Thursdays, they're dedicated to them, but don't worry, this is coming to an end because now we have experienced the finale, which we're back to talk about, but also we have 4 parts of the reunion, and then they start filming again at the end of October. So I'm excited about that. And I know that I've said this multiple times, we will be doing a live recap with Emily D. Baker tomorrow. So look forward to that. But in the meantime, I just want to give you a play-by-play in case you missed the episode. Obviously, we know that Erika snubbed Sutton's attempt to make amends. Kyle Richards calls out Erika over her Instagram post. And Garcelle is trying to make Lisa and Denise make nice. All of this is happening under a Chinese New Year party. This is a lot, but we have all the details. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Crystal has decided to throw a Chinese New Year's party in honor of the Chinese New Year for the season finale. So I thought it was amazing that we got to see Crystal throw the final party. And while doing so, she obviously couldn't bring them to China because we're still in the middle of a pandemic, but she was able to rent out a Chinese restaurant and try to make it the best that she could. Even in our interview, she explained that she loves throwing parties, she loves throwing events and bringing people together and making them over the top. And that's exactly what she did. When she brought Erika into the scene of this restaurant, she was giving her the vision of this is what this is going to look like. This is going to be here. Our table is going to be here. There's going to be lights everywhere. It's going to be beautiful. And Erika, well, she was worried about what should I wear, which, okay, priorities. But I thought it was interesting because Crystal was letting Erika know, listen, there are a few superstitions when it comes to Chinese New Year. And one of them is not to fight on Chinese New Year, because if you fight on Chinese New Year, it's going to set the tone for the rest of your year. It looks like this is Crystal's attempt to try to get the women to behave. While I appreciate it, I don't think this is going to work. But okay, I'll keep going. We see Sutton hobble over to Kathy Hilton's new build. She was building a $53 million home, which that's what she's putting it on the market for. So it's anywhere between 25 to 53 million, building this new home that she thought her and her husband, Rick, would live in. However, Rick loves the home that they've been in, feels like there's so many memories, feels like they've just had this home for so long. This is their family home. So now Kathy's doing it as a fun project, and she's going to relist the home and just make money off of it. She's going to start flipping. Which, okay, I can appreciate it because they are the original real estate moguls. And in doing so, she's letting us know this is the best of the best. Sutton, stop buying your couture, buy this home. Sutton said, I've never felt so poor in my life after looking at the kitchen. And mind you, this is an 18,000 square foot home. This home was ridiculous, over the top, only something that Kathy Hilton would bring to the table, except, well, there's a potential new housewife coming and she's married to a billionaire. I mean, I feel like that could be even more than Kathy Hilton. That would be amazing. But regardless, I'm giving credit where credit is due. Kathy Hilton's new build is fantastic. We also had a meetup, which was called the Mean Girls Meetup. I thought that was kind of funny. Kyle shows up with her Birkin bag that's anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000, and all of the women are like, ah. And in doing so, she meets up with Dorit, she meets up with Lisa Rinna, she meets up with Erika Girardi. And I thought it was funny because the server walks over and gives her a chair for her bag, but looks at Dorit and her Louis Vuitton, and she's like, or the server was like, okay, you're good. You can leave yours on the table, which was kind of interesting, but you could tell the server had good taste. And in this meeting, Kyle decides to call out Erika and let her know that, well, her Instagram posts are kind of in poor taste. You're going on Instagram, you're posting these statements, you're giving them these captions, and you're really setting people off, you're triggering people. And Erika's response was simple. I like to troll the trolls. Sometimes I get bored. I like to troll the trolls. Whatever. This is me. I'm doing this. And Lisa Rinna said, I've even been guilty of this before. I like to troll the trolls. So of course, Lisa Rinna is coming to Erika Girardi's defense because why wouldn't she? She's been doing that all season. Panning over to Garcelle, we saw where she was meeting up with this guy who had abs coming out of the water, looked like Adonis, and she was hooked up by a matchmaker. She actually went on a date. It was kind of like a tailgate date because, again, we're in the pandemic, which was a little off, but he brought sushi. This was not working. You could tell, and they had the cameras there, which probably made the guy feel so uncomfortable. He was allowed to sit in the back of Garcelle's car with her and talk, but you could tell it wasn't a match. She even said when she was getting glammed up, yes, I met with him. I don't think this is going to work. He's not my type of guy. He's nice, but Also, this kind of felt like a catfish. Not saying the guy was a bad looking guy because he wasn't, but looking at those photos, this is why I could never online date. Thank God I found Jason and we've been together for 7 years, because at the end of the day, if God forbid anything happened to us, I'm not online dating. I'm not meeting your ass at a bar because I don't want an alcoholic. I'm not meeting you from online because I don't want to be catfish. I'm going to find you in the newspaper and find out what your credentials are. I don't even know if newspapers still exist, but I'm going to find out what your credentials are. And then I'm probably just going to, I'll follow you. I'll follow you and reach out. No, I won't. But that's what Mama D Simmons did from the Real Housewives of Dallas. Anyways, I'm just kidding, guys. Jason and I are going nowhere. But for Garcelle, I really just want her to win at love. And I hate that this one didn't work out, but at least she gave it a try. That's all I'm going to say about that. A lot of fans were questioning how in the world Erika keeps Mikey and her Glam Squad around, because she was saying even when people want to see you fail, you just get back up and you show them that you're winning. She's getting her hair done. She's getting her glam on. She looks beautiful, but fans are wondering, if you're so broke, how is this happening? Now, they might be doing it for free because she's paid their salaries for so long and she's paid them a lot of money. So they might have some sort of loyalty to her. So we can't say Erika's paying them right now. We don't know that. But fans were very quick to jump on the bandwagon. Wait a minute, you had Glam and Del Mar. You had Glam going into the Chinese New Year party. You're claiming that you don't have a dime to your name. Which one is it? Especially because you're living in a $9,500 a month rental. At least it's somewhere around there. Are you broke or are you not broke? I can see where this would get confusing to the fans. So all of the women start arriving to Chinese New Year and we get to meet Crystal's mom, and Crystal's mom shows up with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend, super sweet, is, just thanking Crystal and her husband, Rob, for including them. And you could tell she's happy, especially after her father passed away. And that was such, that was a hard conversation even in our interview, because her father had Alzheimer's. He was ill and she had to watch this, which obviously triggers her. And it makes me sad, but it's nice to see that she's accepting of her mom's new boyfriend, and moving forward, she's willing to, celebrate that her mom has the ability to move on and she's found love. So that part, okay, I like it. But getting into this, she wanted all of the women to know, Chinese New Year, this is about family and starting off your new year the right way. I just don't know if these women are capable of doing it. I thought one interesting fact here was Kathy invited her friend Elliot, and we recognized Elliot right away from the party that was at Dorit's house when everyone got up from the table and it was just Lisa Rinna and Elliot left. Well, they wanted to know, where did everyone go? This was that iconic moment, that awful moment, the tumultuous moment where Lisa Rinna asked Dorit across the table, were people doing in your bathroom? Well, they meet again. I can't believe that Dorit and PK were not awkward about this, but Dorit did joke. She's like, I am not getting up and going to the bathroom at all during this, okay? Just let's make that clear. Garcelle did not waste any time though, because she did end up pulling Lisa Rinna to the side. Lisa Rinna, I don't know what she was wearing for this Chinese New Year. She kind of looked like she was trying to be Catwoman, but okay. The rest of the women, honestly, they all look beautiful, but Lisa Rinna kind of came in with this dominatrix. Like, it didn't seem like it was the most appropriate for Chinese New Year, but okay, we'll give it to you. And Garcelle wanted to pull her aside and say, listen, I think that you need to make amends with Denise Richards. I feel like you really need to go out of your way to have a conversation. Will you do that? And she was like, we'll see. Hopefully we'll get there. But then, like I said in another video, it seemed like she became a confessional warrior, because she's like, I don't need someone to tell me what to do. I am a grown woman. I will mend my relationships when I want to. Okay, Garcelle is just trying to fix the damn thing, and you're the one who ruined it. So I wouldn't go in on Garcelle because you picked up your relationship, your friendship over a storyline in order to make yourself relevant on the show. Garcelle is not the bad guy in this story. Just saying. Now Sutton looks across the table and she just wants to make amends with Erika at this point. She feels like, listen, I know I've said things. I'm apologizing for saying things. I just want to move forward and start off the rest of this year in a good, positive way. And then the whole table, it's crickets. Erika asked everybody, why did it get so quiet? And Garcelle said, well, because we're simply just waiting for you to answer. And she said, I don't have anything to say to you. It looks like after Kyle stirred the pot and told Erika after the Del Mar trip that Sutton is still maintaining that Erika is a liar, Erika's like, I have bigger fish to fry. I'm not here to fight with Sutton. I don't have time for you. I'm not engaging in this conversation. And I'm sure this is going to end up bleeding into the reunion because this is far from over. She doesn't trust Sutton. And she said multiple times on the show, I will remember who was with me and who was against me. All right, guys, that's a very short, brief version of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. But like I said, we will be back tomorrow with Emily D. Baker doing a live recap, really just kind of breaking down every single detail. And I am so excited for it. Guys, I want to know what you think about all of this. What are your thoughts and what was your favorite part of the finale? Go ahead and give it to me. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. Because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. Now with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.